All right. Hello. Mm, at the time I'm recording this, it is already second day of 2026, and the reason why that I don't do on the 31 and the first day is I'm too sleepy. Honestly, yeah. On the 31st of December, my bad, 31st of December, um, I go to a festival, I go to a countdown. But this one, I don't know why, right? I don't even know why. That this one, it felt different than ever before. It feel like, oh, I don't feel like going to that enough. You know what they throw at is a concert. Yeah, a concert. Go to a concert is not a waste of time anymore. I used to see it as a waste of time, but right now, things are changing, and I feel like just okay, I got some time to spend with my friend. Yeah, I got a lot of things to do with that. I can build a stronger relationship with someone that I have right now. So that is the mentality change, and that mentality could be good, could be bad, because sometimes it's just a distraction from what I want in my life. Because clearly that going to a concert is a waste of time. In my perspective, okay, in my perspective, it is a waste of time. You just listen to someone sing. I don't judge any of that. Sometimes I do enjoy, but sometimes I felt like, okay, well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go to a concert just meaninglessly. Either I do all my work and I'm too free, then I go. Otherwise, I prefer to have my work done, and on that day, all of my work are done. So that's why I give myself a reason to justify why do I go there, and I feel so enjoyable. I don't feel guilty in my heart anymore. Honestly, I don't feel any of the guilt. It was doing so good. And yeah, on the first day, I just don't do it. I just go and read the Bible, read the book right here. Oh my god, I have come to half of the book, right? Make a full progress of it. Love this book so much. And I plan to buy. Oh, and also I bought a bookmark like this one. Look at this. Oh my gosh. And the inside is like just like this. Proverbs 31:26. When she speak, her word are wise. She give instruction with kindness. I love that one. Really like that. And also they have a cross like this. Well, they have a cross. So, oh my god, it's gonna fit so good with the Bible, I'm telling you, it's gonna fit so good with the Bible. I'll tell you, on the first day of 2026, I wrote myself a journal. And here how it's go. I'm gonna speak a lot further than that. So the title is Am I Regret? Many people I see end their years with regret that they haven't do much, but do much more that I could have. But for me, that feeling no longer bother me since I start the journey of growth on the 31st day of January 2024. It turned out that I have growth a lot, and more of it, I felt proud of my younger self to step out of his comfort and work. So I briefly thankfully. So I briefly thanking out to myself. Thank you for being here, for start off everything on your own. No matter how hard, you still stay strong. I love you for that. That the man choose the risk even though he feel on edge. That sacrifice of his youth for something bigger is priceless. That I call a brave. In the start of this year's, or last year's, my bad. Oh my god, I have to fix this. That last year's, I choose to all in onto trading. It was such a pain. I lose a lot that caused me anxiety, worry, tears. It challenged my mindset for trading. I do journal for it. I treat it like a job. Well, because I love it. And I can say that from the bottom of my heart that I felt trading is something that challenged me, and at the same time that challenge helped me grow a lot. The feeling of FOMO challenged my emotional stability. It felt unsafe, but at the same time felt pleasure. I felt but I get to learn a lot. Then I start to focus more onto my appearance. I changed my hairstyle, actually. Felt more confident for the first time. But then after that, I got to shave it off. Yeah. Moving to summer, I got hooked up with Julia for the German learning. And honestly, that I did choose a lot for her. And so, all of this, look at this. You can clearly see that. Because she told me that she would like to learn some. And I said, okay, I will teach you. And I thought it was something real, right? I thought it was kind of some, you build some connection with it, and some that, it was something real. It was some connection of it, and I was out of it. I thought it was, maybe this time I get to make a close relationship with her. So yeah, everything I make it in English. Honestly, this one, and even this one. I am a boy and I do all of this. It felt so much like girly thing, It felt so much like girly thing. When you use the marker, yeah, because I want her to feel comfortable when we give this, a lot of things. This, a lot. Every single day in the afternoon, I would spend two hours looking back through the whole things, and then review it. This one. I spent 2 hours every day doing this for the whole summer. Cause you know what? I thought it was real. I thought so. So let's just go on. Look at this. Oh my god. Well, who could get that? Wait, let me just move this up. Right. A lot of it. But she thought I wouldn't care. Matter of fact, I care a lot. And this just go on more and more and more and more and more and it was a lot. Well, because I did a lot when it actually the time when we decide the time that we're gonna learn this time at this time at this time, she did not show up. Okay, maybe some things that should happen. Okay, I understand so well that she have something that she must do. Maybe it was sometime that hard in her life, I don't know. So for me to judge her right now is to say that I trust my judgment more than my God. I don't know. God know me well, God know her well. What if I judge? I place my position directly opposite to him. Yeah, I say that I don't accept it. I don't accept your judgment. I don't accept to forgive it. I want vengeance. Kinda like that, right? At that time I was angry. I say that, well, fuck, it's so hard, you know? Oh, I so hate that. I hate that. Oh, like that, like this, like that. And it just turned out to be absolutely, I mean, it just out of this mind. At that time, I was so angry. Because you know why? Because all of my work is being disrespected. I did nothing. Later on, when I found God, I did realize that. But at that time, when I didn't be that close to God, this is how I act. I try my best. Hey, are we learning? Hey, are we learning? Hey, are we learning? Every single time. Hey, are we learn? Every time that I text, right? The message got ignored over and over again. I feel worthless, I feel disrespectful, I feel anything. That is, relate to that. I felt like she... Okay, let's just calm a bit down. I felt like that she's just playing with me. Just honestly like that. She's just playing. Is she playing with me? Like, if she don't want to learn, then you just say it out, right? Just say it out. Nobody gonna, just give me a note before, like, please have some respect. I thought I have some position in my word. In fact, matter of fact, I didn't. I do not have any position in her list of priority. I didn't have any of that. But in fact, I put her onto my priority. Put everything onto first. Every single day, I see her, I see the icon pop up like that. I remember, I feel so pain, I feel so hateful, I feel hate, I feel vengeance, I feel resentment. And all of that for what? I start to question, what is all of that for? Why is that happening? I start to doubt my value, of course. I start to get a lot of stress. I start to lose my goal. I just focus onto her a lot that I forget that what I should do and what I want to do. And I bought, and there's just a lot of things that going on around me at that time. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know, do I want to study German? I don't know. I don't know where to go. I just, at that time, there's just two things that struck in between me that, okay, do I go to German to work, or just I go to America and to study in the university, right? Because clearly this option is not optimal because my family doesn't have money for that. And so on that, I was so lost. I just didn't know what I want to do in my life. I just, what? And at that time, right, I didn't study math. The feeling of when everyone get too far from you, like when everyone is learning more than you are right now, when you just don't know everything. And in Vietnam, we put like the education is very pressure on us, and students need to go to extra class in the summer to be able to keep up with the school learning system, school learning. Even before the summer, like you have 2 semester, and in the summer you have to learn already the first semester, otherwise you're gonna fall behind. That how pressure it is, that how, yeah. And so I wasn't learning anything. I felt so left behind. At that time, everything is just chaos. What can be justified for it? Let me read you some of the diary that I write. Journal. On the 3rd of September, I bought this note. I bought this one. I asked myself that what is my goal right now. I said that I want to go to an university that major in economy, financial, and business. I want to get the SAT of maybe sound unrealistic, 1,500. And maybe at that time I thought, okay, maybe I don't want to go to German to work, and then I just go to German to study in university if my SAT score was high enough. Deutsche overseas learning. And on the 7th day, yeah. Yeah, on that time, I have a lot of problem to deal with my mentor and my mental. I count off every day, 89 days left until the SAT test. Yeah, 88 day. And 10th. This weekend, yeah, this one really matter. 87 days left until the SAT test. Yesterday, I finally have the urge to speak out what I've been kept on my mind. My mental, my thought of letting go. It seems like I need to let go of everything and find my voice. And what I have decided is that this weekend, the weekend of, that weekend, I will spend time alone by myself to figure out what I truly want to do with my life. I will sit at a coffee that I never sit, that I have never sit because that obviously no one gonna know me. I will be quiet and read my own book for the rest of the day. I will delete any social media, delete everything just to be peace. I will skip my class, sit on a beach, go to the mountain, go to the pagoda, and meditate and through. And on the 11th day of September, I write this. 86 days left until the SAT, and 273 days left until my graduation exams. Things are exceptionally in a circle right now. I don't know what to do. My friend told me that I need to start to study hard. I don't know that how desperate I am. I want to do, but I want to keep things aside right now where I could only focus on me and myself to define what I really want for myself in my situation. And that on the day of 13th of September, I'm sitting right now at a comfy cafe. Today, me myself will figure out the problem, solve back, yeah. So the question that popped in my head at that time is what I want to do with my life. And I actually wrote this, and I think that I tell you guys already. Now, I know the reason why between me and Julia, we don't have any interaction anymore. Because after I got rejected, Julia thought that I really, in a hateful sense, in the avoid interaction with me. And so because of that, she showed no interaction with me. It is not because of she is hating on me or she's trying to avoid me. In fact, she never is. But it's just because of me. At that time, I read this book, a very good book to me. This one. Letter to My Son. Yeah, The Letter to My Son. And by Kent Milburn. It was a good book. It taught me everything that I don't know. Oh my god. It taught me everything that I don't know. And I actually have blessed for it because in the right time, it came to me at the right time, at the very right time, right? And I said to myself that it is on my hand right now. That do I willingly to forgive enough to normalize with her? And on that time, I have a question that came to my mind. Can I follow both God and Buddhist? As I believe both of two bring good to my life. Do I want to study abroad or not? If I do anything that stop me from it? If I want to study abroad, is it the only way that I have to learn SAT, or what more could I do? What is the most important things for me right now? If all of them are set, will I start to work with purpose and to start pour work into my life? If I want to have a life of fulfillment, the life that I can enjoy, feel what life bring an offer. What is that? Why am I writing? What is my writing at that time? A life of truth and freedom, a life of fullness, both in my mental and wisdom. I follow both God and Buddhist because both bring goodness and righteous. I want to normalize with Julia if I have a chance. And because of this, on that day, I read a story from the book. It's about between a professor and his student. And his student at one time arguing about one point somewhere, arguing with the professor. And the argument turned out so badly that the student actually can control his emotion. I just justify for it. Can control his emotion and start to show some hateful toward the professor. I don't know. Is it the story that I tell a lot of time or just yeah. The professor observed that the professor see him showing some hateful toward himself. So he thought, okay, if he hate me, is there any reason for me to be good with him? It's just human nature, right? Just human nature. And I honestly would do the same things, but right now I wouldn't. If people show some hateful to me, I just go, okay, fine. Yeah. I cannot do anything more than that, right? But for some normal people, when someone show hate, you hate them back. It's just something that very nature to human, I believe. And so on. On one day, his friend said why are you hate that professor so much? Why are you doing that? He said well, I one time argued with him and I was angry, and now he was and now because he showed the hate toward me, and I thought that he hate me also, and so that I hate him. And but the actually thing is that it actually a long time ago where people already let go of it. People already, it's not the big matter anymore. And it's just like it's just long ago. It's just too far to, you don't take that as an offense anymore. Oh my god, my mind is yeah. But so it's just nothing. He's telling his friend that, well, I'm not actually hate that professor anymore. I don't hate him, but because he hate me, when we are close, when we in a distance, feel that kind of air, that kind of environment around us, surrounding is kind of have a surrounding that felt so burdened, so that he don't want and he don't like that. And his friend said that, so you have the answer on your own. You don't hate him. Matter of fact, you already let go of it. You already say that, okay, it's over. And right now, it's just not good to have a beef with him, It's not good. And matter of fact, the reason why that you hate him, that he hate you, because at the first time you show hate toward him. And his friend advised that, taking it this way. When you see him, oh, he's right there. Oh, when you see him, come up, greet him, and with a very good facial expression, like a smiley face, and hey, how have you been doing for the day? And his friend said that, his friend can understand, and I understand either, and I understand it also. And in the book, when he go there, when he go back to the professor, he greet him with a great smile. He talk, and the professor seemed so shockingly, because he himself, that he thought that um he thought that the professor said that, wow, what changed you? I thought that you hate me. I thought that you hate me so much. And he said that I don't actually hate you. And the actually is that the professor is smiling and actually, yeah, be normal with him. So that when I heard that story, I said to myself that, do I forgive Julia? And I say, yes, I do. I do forgive her. I do forgive her. Everything that I could, everything, yeah, just be normal. Okay. Well, at that time, I was walking to God path, but not as close as right now. It's something that wasn't more happen, right? So, oh my God, if I already forgive, if I already do, okay. Now I want to normalize with her. If I have a chance. On the day that I wrote that, it's already 13th of September. Whoa. I heard some noise outside. I think that is my parent. That is. Yeah. So I thought to myself that, okay, if I have a chance, already on the 33rd, 23rd, 13th of September, and her test was on, like, I remember it was 4th of October, and I have just no time of meeting her anymore. It just felt like, if I have a chance, I will grab it, try my best. Yeah, I tried my best. I do everything that I could just to talk with her again. And I say that I believe, and another thing, yeah. So I say that, okay, when I have a chance, I mean, if I meet her once again, when I have a chance, I do it. I say to myself that I gonna step up, I'm gonna be brave, I wanna talk to her. That I say that, hey, hello, I wanna greet with a smile, that, yeah. And one thing more that I say that, I believe that an overseas learning or study abroad is like a new door opening to a different world, where I could open my eye and observe new things. That is to see a new view, and I still want to study abroad. I say that SAT was not the only way, but it is the best way. And I want to start my business now. I want to start learning best now. So what is my plan? And well, that hopeful and dreamful was not keep up. On the 16th of September, I say for the last few days, I didn't do any of the diary. I skipped both of my SAT class. I stopped doing my countdown, the timer countdown until the SAT test. At first, I thought I had figured things out things. But what I do is instead remember about the past and asking whether I could forget it and move on. things was not that simple. All of it happens because I was never admit that I am the one who are responsible for my decision. I was the one who decided to help Julia. I was the one who also hold on to it more than anything that online that I was the one who decided to listen to my parents' suggestion, and now I realize it's just me beginning of it. So the question is now that ask, do I forgive myself to make such a mistake? Or will I continue to be biased and blame others? And I said that pain plus reflection is progress. Well, I've actually read this a lot. Wow, I write this a lot. I used to be a very tough guy who emotion never flicking in the moment of heartbreak. But right now, at this state of my life, I feel everything shatter. I cry not even knowing why. Tears just coming out of my without any signal. I'm not even feel hurt, lonely, or any emotion rising. But that salty drop keep falling down to my pillow and saturated. In my own moment, I'm wondering if I'm moving too fast enough, whether it is that I'm supposed to become. Time now coming not only that, but now the question is that what I want really come from me? Or is that just noise, the environment of what dictate me to be? My gut's telling me that not to trust anything right now, whether is it my emotion or my thought, because I know those can be bothered from outsider. What I know I should do is guard my heart and build trust within myself. But do you know what magically happened? After the night, I bailed out myself crying. Something wonderful happened the next day. I wake up with not empty feeling, but with peace. I get ready for my day. What happened yesterday? That one comment from my friend got me power to do the things that I just blindly walk toward. At that moment, I actually understand some things. The feeling of not knowing anything but still decide to walk. Decide to walk. I always know what I want, what I love to do, what I know best to do. I always have my peace every single morning. I just am moving through my day, keeping my thought and bother things, keeping my mind. That I was never thought myself that is enough. That I always doubt myself. Doubt myself. Lately, I have a lesson about Steve Jobs on class. And my lord, I don't know. Is it the timing? As it is, I remember a few years ago when Joe showed me a motivation video about Steve Jobs, where at the time he decided to listen to his heart, quit college, attend to some telegraphy text class. In that time, Steve Jobs was uncertain of his future, but looking back, he told that you cannot connect the dots in the future, but looking back, those dots make sense. This turned out to be similar to my situation right now. What I becoming require experience of not knowing. Require the experience of not knowing, having to trust something bigger than my understanding, of learning to find peace in the uncertainty. Life always dictate my view of clarity when walking into something uncertain. But here I can't resist it. That inner knowing that guide me always from things that good on paper but feel wrong in body. When even when everyone around me had an option about that, had an opinion about what I should do, I stopped feeling my nature timing as I could not say more. I walk on my path even of uncertainty, enjoying the process and let the learning improving. And lastly, let the dot connect itself. It was that one thing that kept me going every single day. I also write this. I will write everything that I tell. A man walk with purpose is stronger than anyone. He does not fear of knowing what God is. He does not fear knowing that God is on his side and his job to only just move forward. Oh. And on that of a spark, I have something that I want to tell. I said about the power of asking. When I go to I want to share this with all you guys right now, that who gonna watch it, that when I go to the university affair, at first, right, I come there with, I thought that maybe you don't have any intention at all, maybe that, okay, just, yeah, I don't want to do anything. But something that very crazy come to my mind that I decide to help. I decide to ask that, hey, can I meet your professor with every university that I go to? Literally, every university that I go to, can I meet your financial professor? Can I meet your business professor? Can I have his email? I want to talk more about economy because I love to. And from that, right, I see how the university react. Do I see the enthusiasm or I see the coldness? I can see it, and I choose the university on that. And a lot of things. A bit of doubt. Oh. So, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell. So yeah, on this day, I tell you something that is very magical happened to me. 18th of September. Something very magical that happened to me. On that day, when I was crying, when I was bare out into my tear, that I already tell you. And somehow it's the next day that I felt so enlightened, right? It actually that I heard some voice at that time. Oh my god, why am I crying right now? I heard someone call my name. Just one. Very calmly. My name is Duck, right? They call Duck. We're more inspirational. Let me try to replicate that sound. Kind of like this. Steven. I was like, what? What? Who's calling me? And I checked my phone. No, I didn't turn on anything. And it was at that moment everything seems peaceful. I stopped crying, I stopped resisting, I stopped doubting myself. And I know why is that happening. Because in my dream, I talk with God. I have a talk with him. I ask him about my problem. I ask him about what I want to do. He didn't answer. Man, or maybe I just don't remember it. But, well, he didn't answer. I see a light. It's just a light. So bright that I couldn't see. But from that moment on, I knew God is with me. He see my struggle. He see what I've been holding on to. And for that one, I decided to follow him. I listened to his word, I talked with him, I told him. But I actually heard some that I don't know what to say. Just forgive. Yeah, listen to him, read the scripture. And on the next day, I felt, even though I slept 3 a.m., right? On the next day, when I wake up at 6, even though it's 3 hours sleep, I felt my body so fresh. I felt everything's fresh. And I feel like, wow, this is magical. Wow. There's something that changed me. And from that day, I follow God. On that day, I know that Lord, He is with me. And Lord, please bless me. And from that, I walk on to myself. I try my best. I do everything. I trust in faith. I give all my heart. And just problems. Yeah. Yeah, on the last few days, I do everything that I could. I studied to my hardest. And now if the score is so low, the SAT score, right, is so low, I'm not regret of what I did. I don't feel that I did not do enough. I feel that I did everything that I could. I feel like that. And I say that, well, I already did what I could. I already do everything in my best. I don't regret about any of it. And so that on, I don't feel ashamed of myself. I feel that God is always with me. And that is something that is so meaningful to me. And on that day, I follow God, I listen to Him, I do everything. I pray, I read Bible, I read the book. Yeah. But somehow that I doubted myself one more time when the time that I met Julia once again. And actually, at the time, I do not doubt God anymore, but I doubt myself. I doubt my capability. I doubt my withhold onto what I could do about the SAT and stuff like that. And yeah, so that is the real problem is this book. I want to share something today. Okay, let me put this in. Yeah. It'll actually talk about vengeance. I'm actually gonna read something that I already note down. Whenever we experience injustice, real or imagined, whenever we encounter tragedy or fall prey to the machination of others, whenever we experience the honor or pain of our own apparently arbitrary limitation and temptation to question being, and then to curse it rise foully from the darkness. Why must innocent people suffer so terribly? What kind of bloody, horrible planet is this anyway? And is not the obvious, is not only the obvious suffering who are tormented by the need to blame someone or something for the intolerable state of their being. And the next topic is vengeance and transformation. How can it be distinguished from the demand for justice after the experience of terrible atrocity? Isn't forgiveness just coward or lack of willpower? Such questions torment me, but people emerge from terrible paths to do good and not evil, although such an accomplishment can seem superhuman. And she say she hoped that all her suffering is her own fault. The psychologist, I don't know, psychiatrist, I don't know how to spell this word. It's taken back. This is no psychology and something different than psychology a bit. He asked why. She had thought long, hard about this. That is myself. She hears myself. I see myself in her. She say, and has come to the following conclusion. It is my fault. I might be able to do something about it. If it's God's fault, however, if reality itself is flawed, hell-bent on ensuring my misery, then I am doomed. I couldn't change the structure of reality itself, but maybe I could change my whole life, my own life. Reflect on this, and I see how much I have done. I see how much I have been through, and that I still decide to change. It's not God's fault, it's my fault. And so, the most difficulty question, had he personally contributed to the catastrophe of his life? If so, how. He remembered his unquestioning support. Yeah, I don't want to read this because of maybe I gonna be maybe the police gonna come and get me. But it is page 155 of Rule 6, and the book is 12 Rule for Life. Yeah, if you want to read that, fine. How had he missed the mark in the past? How many times had he acted against his own conscience, engaging in action that he knew to be wrong? How many times that he betrayed himself and lied? Was there any way that the sins of his past could be rectified, atoned for? He asked himself a second question, and a third. Can I stop making such mistake? And how? Making such mistake now. Can I repair the damage done by my past failure now? He learned to watch and to listen. He found people he admired who were honest despite everything. He took himself apart piece by piece, let what unnecessary and harmful die, resurrected himself. It was perfect. It showed me that now I understand why in that time the vengeance I felt with Julia is real. The vengeance I felt with my friend is real because, and to why that I doubt myself, why that I doubt my meaning, is not because of me, but it's just because of nature, the people, right? It's just because of what I'm born with it, not because of my fault or my everything around me. So I need to stop blaming and fixing it. Actually fixing it. Take myself apart, tear it down, and do everything that I could. Do everything that, well, maybe I should, maybe I want to do it, or maybe what could be fixed right now, right? And reflect onto the years. That book helped me to reflect a ton of things. There's are two books that actually helped me a lot in these years. This book and another, the 12 Rules for Life. Oh, my bad. And this one. Find your why. I have to find my purpose. I have to find my purpose. Everything real. Everything is good. And I just love the fact that it is. Is that reflex of all? Yeah, Julia, Juan, my friend, the summer, the trading, everything. What do I want to do in these years, right? In these years, I have a 4-long goal, a 2-4-long goal. That is to find self-mastery, and it is to find freedom about the wealth, about money, about everything. Just freedom. And the short goal right now is to get a scholarship and actually study abroad because I want to. If you know my story, if you know, you know. If you watch all of the video, you know what do I have and why do I want to do such things that I want to do with trading. And so that I felt so proud of myself for surviving the last years, and I say that thank you. Thank you for being brave when there's no light around. Thank you for standing up, for uh, and forgiveful enough to forgive people. Thank you for stay strong when everything seems falling apart, when everything just feel like just putting to an end, when everything's all hard. Thank you for being honest and truthful to yourself, that you are actually stand up to chase your own happiness rather than listen to others. aka my friend. At the end of the day, I am the one who happy with myself. It's not him. So yeah, why should I care about his word a lot and actually just miss out the chance? About me, I say that it is not something selfish. No, honestly not. It is not selfish at all. I felt in my mind, it's not something selfish. When I want it, I go and get it. I don't want to listen to anyone to say that you are selfish for your love. Love is something that I must chase, and actually not chasing. Chase, but not chasing. Moving on to the next years. Yeah. Self-mastery, freedom. Short goal is the university. I will plan on buying a Bible. I will plan to, get closer to God as close as possible. I plan to do trading. Once again. And I plan to face myself one more time with the challenge that have been torturing me last year to see how much I have been growing. A lot of things, right? And I want to see that. Or do I grow? Just like that. And if the next years when I go to the university, I don't know that will I meet Julia or not. I don't know will we study in the same school or not. But I felt like it just will be very helpful. Until the next years, I will chase Julia. I'm not ashamed for saying that though. I'm not feel doubt, guilty or anything about that. I mean chase, but chasing is different, right? Chase is you move, but chasing is you go after. Chasing in my mean is to become that person that could withhold anything when the challenge comes. To be the godly man, than to seek what God value in the man. That's what I call chase. To chase God is to find a better for her. And Julia, the door may be closed, but I'm not giving up. I see the godly woman within her. I see how she acts, how she move, how she show her kindness. I see everything of her. And when people say that, do I like her? I will not ashamed but tell that I like her. And I love her for it. Even people if make fun of me, I don't care. Because I see the true value within her. And if I have a chance, and if on that day I become that person, that one, and on that day, God is with me. I actually want to go after her so much right now, but I have the urge to stop it. Say that. What happened in the last 2 times that I chasing her? It went out not good. it went out to colder than before. So I know that the man right now is insufficient. Insufficient for her right now. And what I want to do is to grow. And I see myself grow a lot. If you give me a month, I will be different. For many others, I feel like I just grow so bad. No, just stand alone 1 week. I felt like I just learned a lot. I felt like I experienced a lot. The feeling of reading, of knowing something more, is getting me back to the book when I first time reached that pulled that, and that helped me to go deeply onto self-help section. Yeah, I don't know about financial. I actually read more. The more I read, the more I feel pleasure. That's just like I said, the more I feel, oh my god, I get to know more. And one day, dear God, one day I will become a man for her. Or not. I will choose to walk with you first, God. And then the time come, if when you see my readiness, if will come. And that time, I will value her. I will love her as much. But right now, I want to walk with you. I want to do everything that I try my best. I want to be godly. I want you to see. I want everyone to see you within me, not me, not my selfish self. And actually, God, thank you. Thank you for leading me. Thank you for guiding me through everything, through challenge. Thank you for not abandoning me in my hard time and still stay with me. Listen to me. I know that I might talk a bit too much and I might be unfaithful sometimes. I might be sinful to you. But God, I'm trying. I'm trying to walk towards you. Even if I stumble, I know, God, you still watching me as I walk toward you. God, I love you. And for you, Julia, I love you too. I love the moment when you say that you invite me, when you pull me out. I love your readiness. Even when my immature hit, I see it. I see that readiness in you. I see everything. And God, if you can, please bless her. Even if she's not someone I'm gonna stay for life, even if she's not the one, you give her into my life just for me to be closer to you, and I know that, and I'm grateful for that. I still like her, God, I'm sorry. Or admittedly, I still love her. The love I'm willingly to sacrifice everything for her best. When I said everything, I mean everything. But right now, I don't know what to give. I don't have anything. Faith isn't enough for her. So God, please guide me, make me a better person, for me to walk with you, but to guide her with a truthfulness. Thank you. I love you guys, and you see you soon.